Hi everyone, it's Tran here, your local Bay Area Realtor. And we are now in May, well into the second quarter of the year. So how is the real estate market doing? I'm sure if you watch the news or if you read online that it sounds like the real estate market is just going down the drain. Well, I'm here to give you some facts. This year, definitely our spring market, which we'll always expect to be a fairly strong market, has been fairly weak compared to past year. So in terms of the number, Santa Clara, we typically see in the springtime, March, April, May, we typically see, last year I can say that we were around 400 unit for sale for the county. However, this year we're actually significantly more. We're looking well into the 500 to 600 unit on a weekly basis that are on the market. So we are give or take at least 100+ unit difference in terms of what is available for buyer on the market this year versus last year. And what about buyer demand? Well, we're actually seeing less home going into pending. In the past last year, this time last year, we had about 300 unit that was pending. Right now, we have about 200-ish. So 215 to be exact. If you look at that, that's again, 100 unit plus less than what was going pending last year this time. So we are having higher inventory and then we're having lower demand for what is on the market. And why are we seeing it at this time? And a lot of time when I'm talking to buyers who are going into our open house, really the number one concern that they have is actually what is going on with the economy. They're concerned about the tariff. They're concerned about the stock market, and rightfully so, because, for majority of buyer, their down payments or their reserve are sitting in the stock market. So when the stock market doesn't do well, it affects their ability to buy a home, unfortunately. And right now we're seeing so much turbulence in the stock market, especially, with the tariff day and then, with the pause of it just a lot of uncertainty. And that caused buyer to kind of give it a pause. And they're like, well, and even for the one who do want to buy, they're like, I want to buy, but I'm not going to pay exuberant amount for a home anymore. And that's what we're seeing. How does this translate to open house traffic? It's really depend on the location on the home. For the best location with great school, with beautiful neighborhood, we're still seeing pretty strong traffic from our open house. For the condo, the townhouse, we're definitely seeing a lot less in terms of traffic. So again, right, it is expected because typically when the market is strong, anything will go, whether you're in a townhouse, condo, single family home, people will just buy. But when you're not in a top market where there's a lot of uncertainty like we are right now, we're definitely seeing condo and townhouse taking a huge hit. Whereas single family home, if the home is beautiful, if it's in great shape, if it's priced right in the right neighborhood, it will still they'll be sold within 1 weekend or 2 weekend of open house. And however, that doesn't mean that single family homes are not affected by the uncertainty of the market, because we're definitely seeing some units being on the market for over a month or 2 months. And every morning I look at our stat to see what homes are going on market, what houses are going pending, and what listing are getting pulled off the market. And right now we're seeing significant amount of unit getting pulled off the market. And in 2021, even beginning spring of 2022, is rare that we would see something going off the market, maybe only a few per day. Right now we're seeing close to 30 unit each day getting pulled off the market. And today when I was just talking to actually one of the owner, and he was saying, yeah, we had on the market for over 2 months. We're not getting the price that we're expecting. And so we're just gonna really pull back, take a moment, take a breather, really consider our option. And this is where But in this market, really buyer, this is the market buyers been waiting for. Seriously, for a long time, right? Either the prices has been very significantly high, even though when you have low interest rate, right? There are people who are sitting on a 3% interest rate or even 2.75. And in those times, we're seeing significant over asking for a home. And then when the interest rate went up to 6%, 7%, we definitely saw a bit of a demand being drawn out. But again, home also lost some value too. I mean, in 2022, when we had the interest rate increase, we saw property losing 10, 15, even 20% in market value. And since then, the single family home has recovered from that. However, where we are right now with so much uncertainty, we are seeing the demand being a little bit of a taper off. It's not as strong as it was before. And this is where, as buyer, you are getting the upper hand. Thank you for watching, and make sure to click the like and subscribe button so you get notified the next time we have a new video.